Hi, I'm Steve Thompson, president of Emery Thompson Machinery, and first I'd like to thank you for purchasing our CB-350 countertop batch freezer with the infinite overrun control. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it, and I know you're going to make a lot of good money. I want to show you what's involved with uncrating it and getting it up and ready to run. It's pretty simple, but there's just a few small things I want to show you. The first thing you'll need is a pair of work gloves, because we want to help you get the box off, and we have stapled it all the way around to keep it secure. So running all down through here and around here are staples. Now with gloves on, so you don't hurt yourself, you can get underneath the box and grab it and just pull around the whole perimeter of the box until you pop away the staples. And then you can just lift the box off. Steve, you want to help me lift this off? Just come straight up and out of the way.
Got it.
And there's your new machine. One thing I wanted to mention before we go any further, when the machine is delivered to you, the trucking company is going to try to rush you and say, here, sign for this and get it done with. Well, I want you to walk around the box, if you can follow me with the camera. Walk around it. This is one of our larger machines. And make sure there's no punch holes in it, no dents, no visible problems with it. You can even go so far as to take that box off and take a look at the machine. We've shrunk wrapped it and it left here in perfect condition. We actually ran your machine for 3 hours before we shipped it. Every single machine gets run before it leaves the factory. So take a look around, make sure you don't see any dent marks. If there's a problem, all you do is call Paula Thompson and we'll take care of it with you. Now, once you get the machine to this point, we have down here the box that has spare parts. We've included some spare parts for you. There's also the small legs that go onto the machine. And up here is the instruction manual. Please read the instruction manual. I know so many people don't when they get something new, and a lot of the answers are right here in the manual. We've also given you a mouse pad so you remember who we are. Here's the instruction manual, and most of the answers that you have will be in here, or you call us. This is the instruction manual for the infinite overrun control. You can call us anytime and we'll answer your questions, but if you need a quick answer, you can find it right in here. Here's a brochure on Sterashine. This is the product I recommend for cleaning the machine. It's terrific, and you can buy this direct from their company online. And we've also included a sample packet of Sterashine inside the box down here. Also down by the box is the can stand. This is what you put your gelato pans on, your ice cream tubs. Everything goes on the adjustable can stand. So all you have to do is cut away the plastic when you're ready. The machine is bolted down to the skid so that it'll travel safely across the country or around the world. We have put some bolts in there. There's just one at each of the corners, and it looks like that, and it's mounted underneath here. So all you need is a 9/16 inch wrench or an adjustable wrench to unbolt this down and away from the machine. Once those are unbolted, then you can lift this off. Probably going to take about 3 people. When we shipped it, it was 300 pounds getting to you. Now it's down to about 260. So you're going to need at least 3 people to help you move this machine into your store. Once you get it in there, you can take the legs out of the machine and they just screw into place in the 4 corners underneath. So you can tilt the machine to one side and screw in 2 legs and then tilt it to the other side and do the 2 legs. There is also, in the front of the machine, when you tilt the machine, down here underneath is this band which is going around the top of what we call the compressor. And you'll see this hanging down inside the machine. Just take a pair of scissors or a knife and snip this off. We put this in here so that the compressor is down nice and snug for shipping purposes. If you forget it or you're a little squeamish about how to do it, don't worry about it. Just call us and we'll tell you how to do it. But you can go ahead and run your machine even with this in place. But eventually you want to take this off. The machine comes with the cord, as you can see here, but there's no plug on the end. You do have to supply the plug. The part that goes on here is called the male end of the plug, and what goes into your wall is the female end. Since we don't know what type of female outlet you have in your building, we're not able to supply you with the male plug. So when you call your electrician, all you have to do is say, I have a new machine, it's 20 amp single phase, and please bring the female, which goes in the wall, and the male that goes onto here, and they can just put them both together. It's 4 wires here. What's called 2 hots and a ground. These are your hot lines, that's your ground, and this is called a neutral. This is something new from Underwriters Laboratories, and most buildings aren't prepared to use it. You don't need to use it. Your electrician will just ignore it. So you'll have the 2 hots and a ground going into your plug. Or this can be wired directly into a wall switch with a pull-down handle. Either way is fine, and don't hesitate to call us while you're getting this done and hooking it up, and we'll explain it further. So to recap, when you get the machine, inspect it on the outside. Make sure there's no visible damage, because once you sign for it, the trucking company won't talk to you anymore. Give them a cup of coffee, a diet soda, and tell them to sit down and relax for a minute while you take the top off the box, and you can physically look at it and see that there's no dents. Then you're good to go. You can say, fine, have a nice day, and he goes on to his next delivery. Any questions that you have about the machine, call me, Steve Thompson, call my staff, and we'll be glad to help you. And again, thank you for buying Emery Thompson.